Yeah, I guess it was. It's obviously been a major issue in the region, and we certainly wanted to make people aware of sort of the problems and issues that have been going on in the community. And I guess it was an opportunity. We see sporting clubs with so many different people, different demographics involved. So we thought it'd be an opportunity to get the message out there, hopefully raise some money, and make people aware of the issues. So we saw it as an opportunity to really promote the cause and help, I guess, in the prevention of violence against women.
It's obviously a social issue that's hidden away a lot, so it's really important that the women have equality and aren't put into situations that they can't control. So yeah, it's really important that they're treated equally.
The key is really to say that enough's enough and stand up and make that change.
And that awareness comes from both sides. It's the awareness from the people that are potentially giving the violence to the women, but it's also from the women to understand that it's not normal and it's not acceptable, and there are people you can go and see to get out of it.
Yeah, so we thought the grant was a really great opportunity to look at an early intervention prevention program. A lot of our services are really geared towards direct service delivery, and often the prevention and early intervention space is a harder one to get into. So when we saw the grants come up, we just thought it was a really cool time to try and roll out a program as a community collaboration project. Oh look, I think I'd say the process was great because it was a really simple grants process. We're not a huge organisation, and having a really streamlined, easy process makes a big difference, and I guess it makes us more inclined to jump in on these sorts of projects.
What we recognise over the last 5 years, that certainly domestic violence has been an issue locally for us, Albury and Wodonga, and it affects all of our service agencies, frontline services. So for us to get in with early intervention with young people with a program such as Love Bites, which is evidence-based, we're looking at good outcome.
Yeah, so initially we were just thinking that we would get, as Yes Youth and Family Services, we'd get a number of people trained, and hopefully they'd consider, the different organisations would consider delivering the program in schools. I guess partnering with Albury Wodonga Health, it turned into a much bigger project, and it was an opportunity to look at how we might cover the whole community rather than just a few schools or a few different services. So where we're at now is we've got a working group of multiple services involved and looking at how we might do the program. And the idea is that we provide the training using the grant, and then we all commit to delivering the program in different schools so we can try and cover the whole community, because domestic and family violence is an issue that affects all of us in all the different spheres that we work in.
To roll it out systemically as a community, because this is a community issue that needs to be addressed long term. So the thought behind actually partnering up with other service agencies is to make it sustainable over the long term. Getting the partnership happening with the Education Department, actually setting up that we will roll out Love Bites program over a 12-month period with a number of schools that also come into partnership with us, and doing a community approach as well.
Wodonga Middle Years College applied for the grant because we realised that domestic violence is a huge issue in our area, that it's something that the police are commonly dealing with, and also unfortunately quite a few of our students may be in households where they don't witness healthy relationships, and so we want to make them realise that there are other ways of actually negotiating your relationship. So we are planning to use the funding to provide the Love Bites training, which is a program that's specifically been designed for teenagers about healthy, respectful relationships and recognising domestic violence, challenging some of those gender stereotypes. I feel this program is important for our students because there's a lot of pressure on them about how they're expected to behave in relationships, and both for boys and girls, and that we need to actually give them a chance to have some discussion about that, to look at some different scenarios, to look at some real life situations of things that have occurred and perhaps how they could have negotiated that differently. We hope that the Love Bites program will impact the broader community. We're having various agencies involved for the training, and that includes the Victorian Police, it includes the Centre Against Violence, and we're hoping that students will know that these places are available to assist them if they need, but also spread the word that this is not acceptable in our society, and that we hope that it will change the cycle.
I think there would be better relationships throughout the school, not just with like students, but like more like relationships with the teachers and the students, like that the students can go to the teachers for anything.
Our students become young adults, that this will resonate with them and help that they will know when their relationships are not going so well, and actually have the resources and the ability to recognise that.